Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. So a lot of Haessom haters are going off about the Hae-in's dating style section of the LP Room interview, claiming Hae-in has finally admitted to being single. And even some Haessom fans are starting to feel a little heartbroken by this. But the thing is, what people think is a hint that Hae-in isn't dating someone is actually a huge hint that he could really be dating someone, and most likely our pretty rabbit. Besties, you know we don't do too much wishful thinking here. Sure, we can be delulu sometimes, but we always rely on logic and facts. Now let's analyze Hae-in's words. So Jung said, "You're the type who's really cautious. You don't just go, oh, I feel good and fall for someone like that. I don't think you're that type, right?" And Hae-in said, "As I get older." But before he could complete his statement, Jung cut in and said, "There are more things to think about." Then Hae-in responded, "Yeah, you have to think about many things together. First of all, besties, to me it feels like they're talking about two different things." Jung was referring to Hae-in's approach to falling for someone and getting into a relationship, while Hae-in was talking about already being in one. Hae-in mentioned together. See the difference in their statements? Jung said, "There are more things to think about," referring to just Hae-in himself. Hae-in said, "You have to think about many things together." Hae-in's statement can only work with people who are already in a relationship, because falling for someone is a one-person thing. Until you approach that person for a relationship, that's when you both have to start thinking about stuff together and seeing if it would be a good idea for you both to get into a relationship. So, two different things. Secondly, Hae-in wasn't even really given a chance to share his actual thoughts. He said, "As I get older," and before he could gather his thoughts and complete his statement, Jung completed it for him.
Amy, let the man speak.
And even after he said, "You have to think about many things together," he still looked like he was about to say more. He looked like he wanted to choose his words carefully. He's not about to spill his relationship status just like that at LP Room. But before he could say more, Jung cut in again and said, "That's why you're not dating." And Hae-in immediately responded with, "That's why it's hard." It seemed like he wanted to correct Jung's statement and get things straight. Throughout the show, when they were talking about other things, he was quite quick to respond. But then, when it got to the relationship part, he started being careful with his words. Like he was thinking a lot. And Jung too was just stepping in and completing his statements. Then when Jung said, "That's why you're not dating," the way he responded immediately with, "That's why it's hard," paired with the look on his face when he said it, it felt more like him correcting Jung's statement. Then he went ahead to say, "A relationship that becomes more cautious from the start." What does he mean by that? Hae-in sounds like someone talking from experience. So besties, there is nowhere here where Hae-in admitted to being single. And some may ask, but Jung is a close friend of Hae-in, so wouldn't he know about Hae-in's relationship status? Well, they're not just close friends, they're both from the same agency, FNC. So all of this could be a strategic move. I especially thought the way he kept completing Hae-in's statements when it got to this particular point was a little bit suspicious. Just like I think Hae-in talking about marriage and Hawaii in Jung was a strategic move. I feel the same way about this one. Many people are looking for the tiniest detail to prove that Hae-in and Somin are not together. Well, that's their problem. All I know is Bali, Hawaii, and most recently, even more recent than this interview, airport. That airport move was a really huge move, so I get why they're panicking. Besties, let's just enjoy these moments. Things are looking good, and the clues keep adding up. Let's chat in the comments.